So this is Calicat, the Calicatster. And I thought that it would be relevant to have like a brief explanation of the sort of a making of behind the scenes of the movie that I just rendered. It's going up now. The SAP 1 movie. Trivia stuff like that. Trivial stuff like that. Browne Productions has been. Well, we did a bunch of videos, local videos. They never went, beyond local videos, family videos. Since the long history of family videos and stuff. Local child stars, you see, of which Calicat or Adam Browne is a failed child star of that. Except for the one or two commercials back in the day, and brief cameo appearances on occasion and things. So here we are, mostly local stuff. So here we have what amounts to a sort of it's kind of a pseudo reunion thing. A lot of the background stuff isn't necessarily a lot has happened in the past 5 or 6 years, whereas between that and then there was 4 before that, and a lot of other stuff's happened. So there's a lot of other stuff to digest there. No need to go into all of that, except that basically Martha, my sister's children, are now having children again. So we have another on the way. Sarah's son in the story. It's inevitable. Usually a TV sitcom. For a sitcom, they introduce a baby. That would be the end of the sitcom. But they left the series for Missouri shortly after their wedding last year. So technically, and they visited a few times out during that period. And so when they did that, last year they did that. And and a lot of other stuff happened. We had other issues going on that had nothing to do with the dynamic. The mom fell and broke her hip in July of the last year, and there was a recovery process and all that. So there's that. The matriarch, the original productions person, way back. So there's that. There's one of the roommate people didn't appear in it. She appeared in the background during the Calicat show occasion by accident. Not supposed to appear in it. The other one appears from that. Martha's house appears in it. I'm not going to name a bunch of names, so you don't need to worry about any names. Nothing weird. Continue with that. So Philip. So you have Sarah, Alex, and Philip. That was the original SAP Productions. They thought that would be funny to call it that, SAP Productions. That was 2007, 2008. So much later than the other stuff. That was Martha's Kids' idea of a funny gag name before they got cynical and older. That group begat the Calicat Show. Like the Calicat Show vignettes and Weird Kitty 07 and all that was the genesis of where that was. Early YouTube, 2000. There was stuff for early YouTube in 2007 on the other channel and the 2 other ones. And that one's still around. So around the same time that Channel Awesome and that guy with the glasses and I believe Red Letter Media and a bunch of those original old school people started. I believe so. It's around the same time. But we're not nearly as high ranked as Red Letter Media. On the other channels, we have more of that. We have on the channel we have over 1,100 views, but not subscribers. Over there at the reviews and fan films channel, whereas the we have about 400 on the On Location Cat channel. On this one, we have 87 videos. These are videos, not views. Yeah, so this one actually has quite a lot of views in the past recently. During when this went viral as of January, the On Location Browne. This is the Kitty Key channel. This is the Kitty Key Cat Browne Video Productions channel. The other Kitty Key. We're one of the Kitty Keys. Choke that. So the other Kitty Key channel. It looks like I have headphones on in that picture, but I don't. It's just kind of weird. His hair is just fuzzy on the sides. Yeah, and Browne Video Production channel. So it's kind of the SAP channel, although SAP One Productions technically doesn't exist anymore. But it's because Alex isn't around. She moved or something, so she wasn't there. The middle initial's not there, so they don't exist anymore. But as On Location Cats, he's the house / studio / thing again for this episode, this 2023 episode, instead of the now gone Gilroy house, which was in the wedding episode. That's gone, and now they're over in they moved up to well, not Rockland, Roseville. They moved to Roseville. So we have Dan's group up in Roseville. We're going to Roseville. We're not going to Roseville. They're in Roseville. If we go there, it would meet up with the predictions of a strange psychic named Sylvia Browne, no relation, maybe a relation, cousin, maybe, years ago, who said, "Oh, you're all going to be up in Oregon." It's like, no. Or up north. Nope. Anyway, yeah, the OG Milk cast. They're all spread out all over. The Lucky Store is gone now. It went out of business 2 weeks ago, so yeah, or 2 months ago. But the Safeway's still there. That was started in 2007 as well. Coincidence. Safeway store. So you have a bunch of the cast reuniting for this. And you're bringing in a bunch of new people. The Chavezes are in there, and when Yvonne passed away, her long lost son showed up, and so Brian, so he's in the story, and he does kind of look like her, so genetically, so. But yes, and it's confusing because he's 2 years older than me, and yet he's technically my uncle, because he's, yeah. so just confusing to that, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Donovan and Dagny. Donovan's Dan's 12-year-old. Dagny's the 2-year-old. Anyway, so you've watched the movie, and that's kind of all I wanted to ramble on about that so far. Maybe I'll go on a little later about more of it. I've done other behind-the-scenes videos before, and it's not any different. It is interesting that this particular one they did most of the setup. I was just the camera guy, because everyone else did all the setup. We didn't want to do the setup. Them do all of it. They were going to do it. They're going to do all of it. They're going to pay for it. So you have a producer and a director, and you have producer basically provides the funding. Producer gets everybody together to begin the film, and Martha was the producer, so she did put everything together to be in the film. That's what it is. The director, she was the director. She's kind of like taking over in the story and doing all the contests and stuff. It was definitely a classic variety hour type of thing, which she's good at. It's weird that Martha has not done official YouTube videos, because she really should. because that would be awesome. And yeah, then you could catch up with mine. It'd take a while though. I have 1,000 on that one, over 1,000 on that one channel. It'd take her a while to get there. You could do a lot of shorts, but she's never going to catch up. But yes, I don't know if I don't think the other ones, I don't think the Missouri, the Sarah ones and the main ones there, I don't think they actually do it. I don't think they do videos on YouTube at all, which also was weird. And, but yeah, and Noah commented at one point, why don't you go to film school and learn to film stuff? Actually, I looked at the video, the vignettes of this, and it looks like I've already been to film school a long time ago. Until all the visuals and everything are very sort of a sitcom feature film, like TV movie film footage, done in the tradition of these TV movie films and holiday specials and things like that. I do throw in some fun Terrence Malick type of things and some fun panning a certain object and going out, because Mark's Cards likes those. I'll put those in there. His infamous filming the floor and going up was the Starcrackers. Has been repeated in Browne films quite a bit, except I usually start at something that's in the shot that's important. Like, oh, here's a balloon that's blue into something, and then go out. Or here's some confetti on the floor, and that's blue. Go out. Or something like that. Or Floyd walked into frame just below me. I'm going to film the dog going into frame. So there's always a reason to put something on camera visually. You see, so, you don't just like set up a camera and do a center blog. It's not a blog like this. It's not a blog. It's a movie. Yeah. So yeah. Sort of a making of behind the scenes. I don't think you're going to get Martha to do a behind the scenes of the other cast. Interesting story. Stressful, but we did it. Yeah, so when it was rain in and out, there was a Easter egg hunt thing. We didn't film the Easter egg hunt. There was a Easter play. I guess she was doing those. She was doing those too over the church. So all these behind the scenes things going on constantly. On the thing. They could never leave that. There's too much fame at stake. Besides, we're all leavers. There was even a on April Fool's Day, April 1st, when they did that play thing, there was even a sort of mini reunion of different generations of Hearts of Worship. The church was doing a thing, and we were there in the audience. Martha directed a part of, or helped. She did not direct the play. She helped direct the play. She wanted to be director of the play. No, she was helper. Abby was directing. She was just assistant. She was an assistant director, an AD. That's what she was. She was not the director. She was assistant director. Yeah. Mrs. Dunn and Abby were the directors. Mrs. Dunn is a producer. Abby was director. She was assistant director. Yeah. So that, just to get that clear. This story, though, she was the director. There are very few stories in there. The wedding story, I believe, was directed by Dan. I said Dan did that one. It was mainly him. So it was him. Time tomorrow's turn. So the next one will be my turn to direct one. We don't do them very much anymore. But it's interesting that we get to see some of that doing its thing. And yeah.
Here.
Yeah.